Hello lovelies, welcome back to Alake Gay YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be learning how to make this exaggerated pleated sleeve. You can call it a drape or hanging sleeve. So it's so simple and easy to make. So if you're interested in learning how to make this, please continue to watch this video. And if you're new here, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe, and also click on the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload a new tutorial. So before we get started, I'm organizing a free foundational class. So if you're interested in that class, the class is free. You're going to be learning the basics of pattern drafting, what pattern drafting involves. If you're a freehand, then you should consider registering for this class. If you have been having issues with your pattern, you don't know the method of pattern drafting you've been using, then you should register for this class. The class is free. I'm going to drop the link to the group in the comment section. So if you have been having issues with your pattern or anything, if you're a freehand, you want to switch to pattern drafting, you want to learn pattern drafting, this class is for you. So now let's get into the tutorial. So to start off, this is the fabric that I'm going to use to make this. So before that, you must have your basic sleeve. I already cut out my basic sleeve. You don't know how to cut out my basic sleeve like this, because you just go check. I'm going to drop a link in the description box for you to check out the tutorial on the basic sleeve. So away from that, you're going to be working with this. The width of the fabric is 17 and the length is 15 inches. So I'm going to fold that into two. So the width is 15, the width is 17, the length is 15. So I'm going to look for the midpoint. So from the up there, before the midpoint, I'm going to go down by 1.5. I'll go down by 1.5 from the top of the fabric, and from the down part too, I'll come up by 1.5. Then I will look for the midpoint of the fabric. So before looking for the midpoint, from that 1.5 that I'll come down there, I'm going to connect it to the other edge, the midpoint, the one on foot, because you know we folded the fabric. So from that 1.5 at the down part, you're going to connect it to the tip like so, like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cut that part out. So I'll first cut that part out first before we locate the midpoint. So can you see how I'm doing this right here? This is to make the sleeve to stand straight and not to be hang. So now I'm going to now look for the midpoint here. So this is the middle point. I'm going to notch it. So after notching it, then I'll take my tape measure and go in. From where I notched, I'll go in by 1 inch. Reason I'm doing this because I don't know if you've seen this type of sleeve, so it's just opening mouth, like the mouth is opening. It was just hanging, it was not standard firm. So you need to go in like this, then you connect from the midpoint to the edge. Just watch how I'm going to do this like this. So that's how we're going to do it. So if you do it this way, if you don't leave it straight, the sleeve is just going to start firm. It won't be opening, like it's like a opened mouth. I hope you get what I'm saying. So that is what I do. So this is for the one. So I'll use this pattern here, this fabric here, to cut the second one. You know, we're again making two sleeves. So I'll get the second fabric. I'm going to place this on top of it and use it to trace out the second one. So I'll use my fabric also to cut out the lining, because I'll be lining this. And you need your boning for this, and also add stay, because we need to give the fabric lots of support in order for it to stand very well. You know, the beauty of the sleeve is to stand and hang very well on your shoulder, or be around your arm. So this is it. So you need your add stay. I used add stay, or you can even use ear stay though. Add stay. Okay, so this is my lining. So I'll be using the fabric to cut out the lining later. So, but I'll just set it, or I will just cut it or set it aside, either of the two. So I'm just trying to arrange the lining, that I'll cut the lining for the two, and I'll just I'll set it aside for now. So I'll get my add stay. Now I told us I'll be using hard stay and also boning. So this is my hard stay. I'm going to iron the hard stay on the lining, not on the fabric, on the lining. Then I will iron soft stay on the fabric. At the iron soft stay on the fabric, hard stay on the lining. Then I'm going to sew the boning on the lining, not on the fabric. I will sew the boning on the lining. So I'll be showing us how to do that. But let me just go ahead and iron the art stay and paper stay on the. So this is the fabric. So I ironed soft stay. This is soft stay. There are different types of stay. So this is the soft stay, gum stay. So this is on the lining. I ironed hard stay. On the fabric, I ironed soft stay. So this is just to give support to the sleeve. So then the next thing I'll do is I'm going to get my boning now. So at the side here, I'm going to sew the boning, leaving half inch. We're going to need half inch to turn the fabric and the lining. So I've done that on one of the lining. So you can make your boning as much as you want. I only do 2 on this part, but you can do as much as 3, 4, 5, depending on how much standing or how much effect you want to give your sleeve. So I do only 2 here, but you can do 3, you can do 4, depending on how much boning you have. So I'm just going to go. So can you see that I didn't sew it to the end because I will need to turn the lining with the fabric. So and I won't just. So I'm just going to place them on top of each other and join it together like this. See how I'm joining on this side and not the side where we go in, the side of the weight. So this is it here. I've already folded. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this to the right side. So I'll turn it to the right side. Can you see how it's looking right now? So this is it. Right here, the sleeve is shining already. It's super stiff now. So this is it because this is the effort we are going for. So I'm just going to go ahead and iron this because I need to iron this for this to relax. You need to iron this very well. So I'll take this to the ironing table and iron this very well. And after ironing, so this is the second one, I'll still iron this. So after ironing, I will go ahead and pleat. So I need to pleat this is the pleated part, if you see. So I'll pleat both sides. So again, to pleat it to the amount of length you want your sleeve to be. So I want mine to be around 5. So I pleated it. So you have to fold it together, like create your pleats to the amount of inches you want. You can make it 5 or 6 or 7. Just make sure it is not longer than your half length. Like by the side, this sleeve is by the side. It is not really joined to your shoulder. It is joined to the side. Your hand will just enter through it. So make sure it is. So I've already pleated it like this. This is how much I want. So right now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm showing us the side. So from the side, you can come down by 1 inch or half inch from your armhole, down your armhole. So I'm going to place my sleeve here on one side. I will go in about half inch. Then I will sew on it. Then that's on the front side. Then on the back side, I'm just going to turn this to the in like this. Then I'll sew it. But this was really hard to sew because one thing is that the width of the fabric that I used was not that very wide. So I was not really able to sew it. So I was able to only sew one side. That's the front side. So at the back, I turned it in and I used my needle and thread to finish it up. So I joined it from the front. So I'm showing us the other side. So I joined this from the front. After joining it on the front, then at the back, I turn it in, the raw edge in, then I use my needle and thread to finish it up. So if you make your own width longer than mine, then you should be able to do it, sew it on both sides, or you can use your needle and thread to sew it because it was really hard to sew. So thank you very much for watching. So this is the end result. Can you see how beautiful it's looking? So you can make this for yourself, for your clients, for your customers, whichever way. So thank you for watching. If you've not clicked on the link, please click on the link. The class is super full. The class is super loaded. So you're going to learn a whole lot in the class. So if you are a pattern drafter, if you have an issue with your patterns, then join the class and see. So thank you very much for watching. If you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe, click on the notification bell. So catch you in my next tutorial. Bye.